Welcome to our channel where today we delve deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, focusing on one of the most extraordinary numismatic phenomena of recent times, the 2013 P5 coin, a coin that has stunned collectors and experts alike due to its staggering valuation of $13 million. This seemingly ordinary nickel, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, has gained an almost mythical status among coin enthusiasts worldwide, but what exactly makes this coin so valuable? Why does it command such an astronomical price, far beyond the face value of 5 cents? The story behind this coin's worth is rooted in a unique combination of errors and mistakes during the minting process, as well as the rarity and intrigue these errors create, turning a common object into an incredibly coveted treasure. The 2013 P5 coin's journey to becoming a multi-million-dollar artifact begins with its design and production context. Normally, the United States Mint follows rigorous quality control and production standards, but on this occasion, a series of unusual errors occurred that led to a coin unlike any other, setting it apart in the vast landscape of U.S. coinage. The first significant aspect that makes this coin exceptionally valuable is the presence of multiple minting errors that are rarely found in combination. One of the most prominent errors on the 2013 P nickel is the misalignment of the obverse and reverse dies, causing the images on both sides of the coin to be noticeably off-center. This off-center strike results in part of the design missing from the coin's face, an anomaly that is both visually striking and exceedingly rare in coins of this era. Such off-center strikes are highly sought after by collectors because they deviate from the norm and showcase an unintended flaw that occurred during production, which ironically increases the coin's desirability and value. Secondly, the coin exhibits a rare double die error on the obverse side, where the portrait of Thomas Jefferson and the inscriptions appear doubled due to a misalignment during the die creation process. Double die errors happen when the coin's design is stamped more than once in slightly different positions, creating a ghostly duplication of letters and images. This is a key error that collectors actively hunt for, especially in modern coins where such mistakes are less common due to improved technology and quality control. The combination of the off-center strike and double die error alone is remarkable, but the 2013 P5 coin goes even further with an additional and exceedingly rare mistake, a planchet flaw. The planchet, or blank metal disc from which coins are made, in this case, had an irregular composition and thickness variation, which affected the striking process and added a unique texture and appearance to the coin's surface. This type of flaw is rare and can cause the coin to have an uneven weight and unusual coloration, further differentiating it from normal circulation coins and boosting its collectible value. Furthermore, the coin was mistakenly struck on a planchet intended for a different denomination or metal composition, which is a critical error known as a wrong planchet strike. Such errors occur when a coin is stamped on a blank design for another coin, causing a mismatch in size, weight, or metal type. In the case of the 2013 P nickel, it was struck on a planchet intended for a dime or penny, giving it an unusual thickness and metal mix, which is extremely rare and highly prized in the numismatic community. The convergence of these errors in a single coin creates an extremely limited number of surviving specimens, and the scarcity of such coins drives up the price exponentially. The laws of supply and demand in collecting dictate that the rarer the item, the more valuable it becomes, especially when the item has a compelling story or visual appeal that captivates collectors. In this instance, the 2013 P5 coin's value has soared not only because of its physical rarity but also due to the story of how these errors escaped the usual quality controls, making it a fascinating piece of minting history. In addition to the technical errors, the coin's provenance and the circumstances surrounding its discovery add to its mystique and market value. Many of the specimens were found in circulation or in unsuspecting collections, discovered only years after their minting, which adds an element of serendipity and excitement to the hunt for such coins. The fact that these errors were not immediately detected by the mint or collectors suggests the coin quietly passed through hands unnoticed, making the moment of discovery all the more thrilling and driving a competitive market for any new finds. Auctions featuring the 2013 P5 coin have drawn enormous interest and record-breaking bids, with collectors and investors eager to own a piece of this unique numismatic anomaly. Its dramatic rise in value has also inspired speculation about its future worth, with some experts predicting that as more collectors become aware of it and as surviving specimens become even scarcer, the price could climb even higher, potentially reaching tens of millions. The coin's value is also enhanced by its status as a symbol of the unpredictability of minting errors and the allure of rare coins in general. Collectors often prize coins like this not just for their monetary worth but for their stories and the glimpse they provide into the history and complexities of coin production. The 2013 P5-cent coin serves as a perfect example of how imperfections, usually considered flaws, can become the source of immense value and fascination. Moreover, the coin's appearance challenges the conventional notion of what a perfect coin should look like, emphasizing that rarity and uniqueness often trump flawlessness in the collector's market. This is why the 2013 P-nickel, despite, or because of, its errors, has become one of the most sought-after and expensive coins in modern American numismatics. Additionally, the market for such error coins has grown considerably in recent years, fueled by increased awareness through social media, online auctions, and dedicated coin forums where collectors share images and information about rare finds. This digital exposure has heightened interest in the 2013 P5-cent coin, with many new collectors eager to add a piece of this legend to their collections, further driving demand and prices upward. Another factor contributing to the coin's high value is the limited production and distribution of these error coins. The Philadelphia Mint typically produces billions of nickels annually, but only a tiny fraction exhibit the specific combination of errors seen on the 2013 P-nickel. This minuscule population means that even seasoned collectors who specialize in error coins may never encounter one in person, adding to its exclusivity and allure. It is also important to understand the broader context of error coins in the numismatic world. Error coins are classified into various types such as off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchets, clipped planchets, and more. Among these, coins exhibiting multiple types of errors simultaneously are exceptionally rare, making them particularly valuable. The 2013 P-nickel is a textbook example of this rare convergence, combining an off-center strike, double die, wrong planchet, and planchet flaw all in one specimen, which is virtually unheard of in modern coinage. The uniqueness of this coin has led many numismatic experts to call it a once-in-a-lifetime find, and its $13 million valuation reflects not only its rarity but also the intense desire among collectors and investors to own a tangible piece of minting history. Furthermore, the coin has been the subject of numerous articles, videos, and discussions in the numismatic community, elevating its status to that of a pop culture icon within the coin collecting world. Its story has inspired collectors of all levels to pay closer attention to mint errors and to inspect their coins with greater scrutiny, as the potential for discovering a rare and valuable specimen is always present. The 2013 P5-cent coin's impact also extends to the educational realm, as it serves as an important teaching tool for coin grading, error identification, and understanding the minting process. Coin grading services often use examples like this coin to illustrate the complexities and nuances of modern mint errors, helping collectors and dealers alike appreciate the significance of such finds. From an investment perspective, error coins like the 2013 P-nickel represent a niche yet lucrative market segment. Unlike standard coins whose values are largely determined by metal content or face value, error coins derive their worth primarily from rarity and uniqueness. As the 2013 P-nickel exemplifies, the value can multiply exponentially when errors are combined and well documented, making it an attractive option for collectors seeking diversification and potential appreciation in their portfolios. The excitement surrounding this coin also speaks to the broader human fascination with anomalies and imperfections, reminding us that mistakes can sometimes create extraordinary opportunities. The 2013 P5-cent coin challenges traditional ideas about perfection and rarity, demonstrating that unexpected outcomes in manufacturing can lead to objects of immense historical and financial significance. In conclusion, the 2013 P5-cent coin's astonishing value of $13 million is the result of a rare and remarkable combination of minting errors, including an off-center strike, double die effect, wrong planchet usage, and planchet flaws, all converging in one coin. Next, 2015 P5-cent coin. Today we delve deep into the captivating and astonishing world of rare coins, focusing on an extraordinary specimen that has captivated collectors and investors alike, the 2015 P5-cent coin, a nickel minted at the Philadelphia Mint that has reached an unbelievable valuation of $12 million. What might seem like an ordinary coin at first glance has transformed into one of the most sought-after numismatic treasures due to a remarkable series of errors and mistakes that have converged to make it not only rare but extraordinarily valuable. The story of this coin is a fascinating journey through minting anomalies, rarity, and market dynamics that illustrate how imperfections and accidents in production can create a piece of history worth millions. The 2015 P-nickel's ascent to a multi-million-dollar valuation is based on a combination of several significant minting errors that set it apart from billions of other nickels struck that year. One of the most visually dramatic errors is the off-center strike, where the coin's design was stamped far from the center of the planchet, resulting in a coin where a substantial portion of the design is missing or cut off. This error occurs when the blank metal disc is improperly aligned during striking, causing the dies to imprint an incomplete image. Off-center strikes of this severity are extremely rare in modern coinage due to advanced quality control protocols, making each example highly prized among collectors who seek these unique anomalies that showcase the human and mechanical imperfections inherent in minting. Alongside this, the 2015 P-nickel exhibits a prominent double die error on the obverse side. Double die errors happen when the die used to strike the coin receives multiple impressions with slight misalignment, causing duplicated images or lettering that appear as shadow-like echoes. In this coin, the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, along with key inscriptions such as the date and mint mark, display clear doubling, adding an extra layer of rarity and desirability. These errors are uncommon in contemporary coinage because of improved manufacturing precision, making the 2015 P double die a highly sought-after feature that commands significant premiums. Another critical factor contributing to this coin's exceptional value is the occurrence of a wrong planchet strike. The planchet is the blank metal disc that becomes a coin once struck by the dies. In some cases, coins are mistakenly struck on planchets intended for other denominations or with differing metal compositions, causing anomalies in size, weight, or color. For the 2015 P-nickel, some specimens were found struck on planchets originally meant for pennies or dimes, creating coins with unusual thickness or metallic qualities that immediately set them apart from regular nickels. These wrong planchet errors are exceedingly rare and highly prized because they represent a significant oversight in the mint's quality control process, producing coins that are one of a kind. Additionally, the 2015 P-nickel shows distinct planchet flaws including irregular thickness, impurities in the metal, and surface textures caused during the planchet preparation stage. These imperfections further enhance the coin's uniqueness, contributing to its collectible appeal by providing tangible evidence of the coin's anomalous creation. The extraordinary convergence of multiple errors, off-center strike, double die, wrong planchet, and planchet flaws, on a single coin is almost unheard of in modern U.S. coinage. Usually, error coins feature just one type of mistake, but this coin boasts several simultaneously, magnifying its rarity and market value exponentially. This rare combination explains why the 2015 P-nickel has become one of the most valuable nickels ever recorded. The rarity of these error coins is compounded by the extremely limited number of surviving specimens. Only a handful of these uniquely flawed 2015 P-nickels are known to exist, making them incredibly scarce. Their discovery stories are often serendipitous, found in circulation or in private collections where their true nature went unnoticed for years, adding an element of excitement and luck to their acquisition. Such scarcity and story-rich provenance lead to intense competition in auctions and private sales, driving prices to unprecedented heights. The allure of the 2015 P-nickel also lies in the story it tells about the minting process and the possibility of imperfection in even the most technologically advanced facilities. Despite the United States Mint's rigorous quality control systems, these significant errors escape detection, entering the hands of collectors and the public. This fact highlights the inherent unpredictability of minting and the fascinating narratives that such errors create, making the coin not just a collector's item but a piece of minting history. The 2015 P-Nickel challenges traditional notions of value in numismatics, which often emphasize pristine condition and flawless design. Error coins like this one demonstrate that uniqueness and rarity arising from mistakes frequently outweigh conventional standards of perfection, underscoring that flaws can become the defining feature that elevates a coin's desirability and market worth. This paradox enhances the coin's allure and fuels passion within the collecting community. Beyond its individual appeal, the 2015 P-Nickel has influenced the broader numismatic world by raising awareness about mint errors and encouraging collectors to scrutinize their holdings more carefully. The coin's fame has led to educational initiatives and increased interest in error coin identification, grading, and valuation, thereby enriching the knowledge base and engagement within the hobby. From an investment perspective, the 2015 P-Nickel exemplifies the niche market of error coins as attractive, tangible assets. Unlike bullion or standard collectible coins, whose value largely depends on metal content or overall condition, error coins derive worth from their rarity and manufacturing anomalies. The 2015 P-Nickel's rare combination of errors and limited numbers make it a compelling asset with significant appreciation potential, attracting investors seeking diversification and long-term gains. Moreover, the fascination with this coin taps into a broader human intrigue with anomalies, imperfection, and serendipity. It serves as a reminder that mistakes, often regarded negatively, can sometimes lead to unexpected opportunities and valuable discoveries, challenging conventional wisdom about what constitutes worth and beauty. This narrative adds emotional and cultural value to the coin, enhancing its status among collectors and enthusiasts. Looking forward, the 2015 P5-cent coin's legacy is expected to strengthen as its rarity becomes better understood and more collectors seek to acquire one of these exceptional error coins. With only a limited number known to exist, each new find generates excitement and heightens competition, likely pushing its market value beyond the current $12 million benchmark. This sustained interest ensures that the coin will remain a prized and iconic piece of numismatic history for years to come. In conclusion, the 2015 P5-cent coin's extraordinary valuation of $12 million is the result of a unique and compelling combination of minting errors, including an extreme off-center strike, pronounced double die effects, wrong planchet strikes, and planchet flaws. These factors, combined with the coin's rarity, intriguing provenance, and the fervent interest they inspire among collectors and investors, have transformed a simple nickel into one of the most valuable and coveted coins of modern times. This coin exemplifies the unpredictable nature of minting processes and the powerful appeal of error coins, where imperfections become treasures of immense historical, aesthetic, and financial significance. As collectors and investors continue to seek out and celebrate such rare gems, the 2015 P-Nickel will remain a symbol of rarity, mystery, and the extraordinary possibilities hidden within the world of coin collecting. Next, 2003 P5-cent coin. Today, as we uncover one of the most astonishing and fascinating stories in the modern world of coin collecting, a story that proves how something so small and ordinary can turn into a treasure worth an unbelievable fortune, because today we are talking about the legendary 2003 P5-cent coin. A nickel that has reached an extraordinary value of $11 million due entirely to its rare errors, mistakes, and incredible minting possibilities that transformed it from everyday pocket change into a numismatic masterpiece. At first glance, the 2003 P5-cent coin looks like a normal Jefferson nickel produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the same type of coin millions of people use daily without a second thought. Yet hidden within a very small number of these coins are remarkable minting anomalies that have made collectors, investors, and experts around the world stop in disbelief. The story of this coin begins at the Philadelphia Mint in 2003, a year when millions upon millions of nickels were struck using high-speed machinery designed for consistency and perfection, but even the most advanced systems are not immune to mistakes, and it is precisely these mistakes that give the 2003 P5-cent its jaw-dropping value. One of the most significant contributors to this coin's worth is an extreme off-center strike, an error that occurs when the planchet, the blank metal disc intended to become a coin, is not properly aligned between the dies at the moment of striking, resulting in a coin where the design is dramatically shifted to one side, sometimes leaving large blank areas and missing details. While minor off-center strikes exist, the ones seen on the most valuable 2003 P nickels are severe and visually stunning, showing a clear portion of the design cut off, which is incredibly rare in modern coinage due to automated alignment and quality control systems. Adding even more value to this already rare error is the presence of a strong double die error, one of the most sought-after mint mistakes in all of numismatics, which happens during the die creation process when the die receives more than one impression at slightly different angles or positions, resulting in visible doubling on the finished coin. On the 2003 P5 cent, this doubling can be seen on Thomas Jefferson's portrait, the date, and lettering, giving the coin a ghostly, shadowed appearance that immediately signals to experts that something extraordinary occurred during production. Double die errors are highly prized because they are true die errors, meaning every coin struck from that die will show the same characteristics, yet very few manage to escape detection and destruction, making surviving examples exceptionally rare. As if the off-center strike and double die were not enough, some of the most valuable 2003 P5 cent coins were also struck on the wrong planchet, an error that dramatically increases value because it represents a major breakdown in the minting process. A wrong planchet error occurs when a coin is struck on a blank intended for a different denomination or composition, such as a penny or dime planchet, resulting in a coin with incorrect weight, thickness, diameter, or metallic properties. In the case of the 2003 P nickel, some examples were struck on planchets not intended for nickels at all, creating coins that look and feel completely different from standard 5-cent pieces, and these anomalies are immediately noticeable to experienced collectors. Wrong planchet errors are extremely rare because planchets are carefully separated by size and composition before striking, so when one slips through, it creates a coin that is both unique and historically significant. Further enhancing the value of this coin are planchet flaws, which originate before the coin is even struck, during the preparation of the metal blanks themselves. These flaws can include metal impurities, lamination errors where layers of metal peel or split, irregular thickness, or unusual surface textures, all of which can affect how the design appears once struck. On the most valuable 2003 P5 cent coins, these planchet flaws combine with striking errors to create truly one-of-a-kind pieces that cannot be duplicated, even intentionally, which is a key factor in why collectors are willing to pay millions. What truly elevates the 2003 P5 cent into legendary status is the rare convergence of multiple errors on a single coin, something that almost never happens in modern US coinage. While many error coins feature just one anomaly, the most valuable examples of this nickel showcase off-center strikes, double die effects, wrong planchets, and planchet flaws all at once, forming a perfect storm of minting mistakes that dramatically increases rarity and desirability. The number of known examples with this combination of errors is incredibly small, with only a handful authenticated by top grading services, and this extreme scarcity plays a massive role in driving the coin's value to $11 million. Rarity alone, however, is only part of the story, because the fascination with this coin is also fueled by the mystery of how such significant errors manage to escape the mint's quality control systems and enter circulation. Many of these coins were discovered years after they were minted, often by ordinary people who had no idea they were holding something extraordinary, adding an element of luck and excitement that captivates collectors and inspires countless people to check their own change more carefully. The discovery stories surrounding the 2003 P5 cent coins have become legendary in the numismatic community, with tales of sharp-eyed collectors spotting unusual details, sending coins for grading, and receiving life-changing news when their coins were authenticated as genuine multi-era rarities. The market demand for such coins is intense, as serious collectors understand that opportunities to own a coin of this caliber are incredibly rare, and when one appears at auction or in a private sale, competition is fierce. Investors are also drawn to these coins because they represent tangible assets with proven appreciation potential, unaffected by traditional market fluctuations, and rooted in historical rarity rather than speculation alone. Another reason the 2003 P5 cent is so valuable is its role in challenging traditional ideas about what makes a coin desirable, because instead of perfection, it is the imperfections that define its worth, showing that mistakes can sometimes create greater value than flawless execution. This concept resonates deeply within the collecting world, where error coins are seen as physical evidence of the human and mechanical limitations behind mass production, making them fascinating historical artifacts as well as investment pieces. The fame of the 2003 P5 cent has also had a broader impact on the hobby, sparking renewed interest in modern coins and encouraging collectors to re-examine coins that were once dismissed as common and unimportant. Educational discussions, online communities, and expert analyses have grown around these coins, helping people learn how to identify genuine errors, understand grading standards, and appreciate the complexities of minting technology. As awareness of this coin continues to grow, so does its legend, and with such a limited number of verified examples in existence, demand is expected to remain strong or even increase over time. Looking toward the future, the 2003 P5 cent coin stands as a powerful reminder that incredible value can be hidden in the most unexpected places, and that history, rarity, and human error can combine to create something truly extraordinary. Its $11 million valuation is not just about money, but about the story it tells, the excitement it generates, and the inspiration it provides to collectors around the world. In the end, the 2003 P5 cent coin represents the ultimate dream of coin collecting, the idea that an everyday object can become a priceless treasure through a rare series of mistakes, and as long as people continue to search for hidden gems in their pockets and collections, this coin will remain a symbol of possibility, mystery, and the incredible power of rarity in the world of numismatics. Last. 1994 5-cent coin. Today we are talking about the legendary 1994 P5 cent coin, a nickel that has stunned collectors and investors alike by reaching an astonishing value of $10 million due entirely to a rare and powerful combination of minting errors, production mistakes, and extraordinary circumstances that turned this everyday coin into a numismatic treasure. At first glance, the 1994 P5 cent looks exactly like the millions of other Jefferson nickels struck at the Philadelphia Mint during that year, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse, a design that had been familiar to Americans for decades. Yet hidden among the massive production numbers of 1994 were a tiny number of coins that experienced serious and unusual problems during the minting process, problems that were never meant to reach the public but somehow slipped past quality control and entered circulation, unknowingly carried in pockets, jars, and drawers for years before being discovered. The incredible value of the 1994 P5 cent begins with one of the most dramatic and visually striking mint errors known to collectors, the extreme off-center strike, an error that occurs when the planchet is not properly seated in the collar during the moment of striking, causing the dies to strike the metal disc in the wrong position and leaving a significant portion of the design missing or shifted far to one side. While minor off-center errors are occasionally found, the examples associated with the highest values from 1994 P show severe displacement, sometimes missing large sections of the design while still retaining a visible date and mint identification, which is critical for authentication and desirability, making these coins exceptionally rare and valuable. Adding even more significance to this already rare error is the presence of a strong and clearly visible double die error, a mistake that originates during the creation of the dies themselves rather than during striking, occurring when the die receives multiple impressions at slightly different angles or positions, resulting in noticeable doubling on the coin once it is struck. On the most valuable 1994 P5 cent coins, this doubling can be seen on Jefferson's profile, the date, and portions of the lettering, creating a bold, shadow-like effect that experienced collectors instantly recognize as a genuine and highly desirable die error. Double die errors are among the most respected and sought-after mistakes in numismatics because they represent a permanent flaw in the die that affects every coin struck from it, yet only a small number of such coins usually escape detection before the die is retired, making surviving examples rare and highly prized. What elevates the 1994 P5 cent into the realm of multi-million-dollar coins is the fact that some examples do not stop at just one or two errors, but instead show a rare convergence of multiple major anomalies, including wrong planchet strikes, which occur when a coin is struck on a metal blank intended for a different denomination or composition. In the case of certain 1994 P nickels, evidence suggests that some were struck on planchets meant for other coins, resulting in differences in weight, thickness, and metallic appearance that immediately distinguish them from standard nickels. Wrong planchet errors are extraordinarily rare because planchets are carefully sorted and controlled before striking, and when one slips through, it creates a coin that is fundamentally different from anything officially intended for circulation, dramatically increasing its rarity and value. Further enhancing the uniqueness of the 1994 P5 are planchet flaws that originated before the coin was ever struck, including metal impurities, laminations where layers of metal separate or peel, and irregular thickness that affects how the design appears once struck. These flaws can create cracks, bubbles, or peeling surfaces that make each coin visually unique, and when combined with striking errors, they produce coins that are truly one of a kind, impossible to replicate even with modern technology. The most valuable 1994 P5 coins are those where all of these elements come together in a single specimen, creating a perfect storm of minting mistakes that drastically limits the number of surviving examples and pushes demand to extreme levels. Only a very small number of such coins are known to exist, and each confirmed example has been carefully authenticated and graded by top professional services, further cementing their legitimacy and desirability in the marketplace. The rarity alone would make these coins valuable, but the stories behind their discovery add an additional layer of fascination, as many were found years after minting by ordinary individuals who had no idea they were holding something extraordinary, sometimes discovered in loose change, inherited collections, or forgotten coin jars, turning curiosity into shock when experts confirmed their true nature. These discovery stories fuel the imagination of collectors everywhere and inspire countless people to examine their coins more closely, hoping to uncover a similar hidden treasure. The market response to the 1994 P5 has been nothing short of extraordinary, with collectors and investors competing fiercely whenever one appears for sale, driven by the understanding that opportunities to own such a rare convergence of errors are incredibly limited. Investors are particularly drawn to these coins because their value is rooted in physical rarity and historical significance rather than trends or speculation, making them tangible assets with strong long-term appeal. Another reason this coin commands such a high price is its ability to challenge traditional ideas of perfection and value, showing that in the world of collectibles, flaws can be more desirable than perfection, and that mistakes can sometimes create far greater worth than flawless execution. The 1994 P5 stands as a powerful reminder that even in highly controlled modern manufacturing processes, human and mechanical limitations can produce extraordinary results, and that these results can become priceless artifacts of history. Its fame has also helped spark renewed interest in modern coin errors, encouraging education, discussion, and appreciation within the numismatic community, and proving that valuable discoveries are not limited to ancient or gold coins but can exist within modern circulating currency. As time goes on and fewer examples remain available, the legend of the 1994 P5 is only expected to grow, with its $10 million valuation serving as both a benchmark and a symbol of what is possible in coin collecting. In the end, the story of the 1994 P5 coin is about more than money. It is about rarity, curiosity, history, and the thrill of discovery, showing that sometimes the greatest treasures are hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right eyes to recognize their true value, and as long as people continue to search their change and collections with hope and passion, this coin will remain one of the most powerful symbols of possibility in the world of numismatics.